So we'll go out, we'll do 2 runs, it'll all be timed, it'll be from point to point, it'll be very critical data, the weight, how the engine's running, etc, etc.
And Lucasoil looking good, they were hoping for rough water, Frank, and they've got it.
And then we'll come back in, they'll change the props really quickly, and we're sent straight out again, because we have to try and do the prop test again before the sea conditions change.
He overtook CRC. Lucasoil craves rough water, and they are making the most of it right now.
And as you know, sea conditions change every 5 minutes. So it's a real, you know, once the boat's in the water, it's a real quick manoeuvre and test and get it going and get in, get the props on, get another props on, get out, do the test, come back, look at the data, and then we realise, you know, and see how the boat's running.
Lucasoil very, very proudly holding up the V-bottom moniker as they're looking good out there in the rough water.
And you would, do you know what amazes me when I speak to people and they go, why don't you do this all before you get to the race? Why do you do it at the race? And it's Nigel, the throttle man, just arrived, so he's all ready. But it's like, why do you do all this before the race? Well, when you're racing on land, it's tarmac, and about the only thing that can change is the rain. It's going to either be wet or dry. On the water, that is a totally different ball game.
I tell you what, Lucasoil in 5th place, and he's right on him.
They're in the hunt.
Right on him. They're in the hunt, Big Daddy. Looking good as they head down into turn number 3.
Yes, sir. Who believe he's doing what he's doing with these big cats out here?
The soil and plants her feet in the sky.
And here comes Nigel.
Yeah, they are really impressive in that V-bottom. That boat craves rough water. They're getting all they can take right now. They're trying to run down the big Envy catamaran. That's going to be interesting. All kinds of work going on. Lucasoil carving their way through the Atlantic.
Just to let you guys know, Lucasoil is now number 3. Through.
And Nigel's running right behind us, so there's no way he made up that kind of ground. They have to be down.
Envy, of course, has big Chris Cox on board, and Herb Stotler. Herb Stotler builds the engines for that boat.
Where do I go from here? Now this is probably the granddaddy of all offshore powerboat races. The only other venue which is in contention would be the Cows Talkie Cows, which has been going a long time. It's where the sport oriented from, where it came from. But really, your people all over the world come to this race here in Key West. There's 3 races on Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, and it really sorts out the best on the planet here. There's 40 race boats, and we're in the Lucasoil 77 MAV TV. We're in the 3rd race on each race day in the Super Unlimited class, racing against boats which do up to 200 miles an hour. We're hoping for rough water because we have a monohull. And there's Sunday, where the checker flag drops. Hopefully we're right in front of it.
This is actually our 2nd race. We met up with them in Clearwater and had such a great time, and noticed they didn't have a support boat and stayed with them.
Yeah. And at what age did you start working with the boats?
This is actually only my 2nd time. My husband's always had boats his entire life. He does all the mechanical stuff on our own boat, so it kind of fed right into his realm doing this.
Yeah. And what is it that you love about the sport? What makes it special for you?
This last one
was something we did with a bunch of friends at the weekend. Really enjoyed. It was never meant to be any kind of special sport career by any means. But I loved it. I was pretty good at it. And I climbed up through the ranks very, very quickly in the sport. Had my own team, etc., etc. This is the legend Nigel Cook.
Mr. My mind.
He is the legend in powerboat racing. How many years of racing?
40. Since I was about this big.
4 decades of racing, won numerous championships, world championships, raced all over the world, which is where we met in Europe, as I said. So basically they're craning the boat in now. There's a load cell on the very top of the crane. It's the yellow box that you see sort of between all those hooks up there, and that's weighing the boat. The weight is absolutely critical, down to the absolute number. They'll be recording all of that, because that's obviously telling exactly what the boat's weighing today. And I know it sounds stupid, but it obviously changes weight when you put different fuel in.
There you go, Stan. Look at the far corner. You got 2 V-bottoms coming.
Check it out.
Look at our rooster tails flying on both of them.
Now let's check out the speed differential. Let's stay with this for momentarily to see if there's any speed differential between these two
Joey's
V-bottoms.
still got his tail up.
Look at Lucasoil. Look at that. Look
See,
at
he's got his rooster tail down.
wow.
He's
Look at the
digging in now.
speed. Look at the acceleration of Lucasoil. That is phenomenal. I don't blame him for pulling
No,
back.
I think they all did, like I said.
That was about as close as it could be to going over backwards, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
And here you see Lucasoil that we've been so impressed by.
Yep.
Here they come one more time. Look how low that boat is. It's like a red guided missile. It just, that double step bottom, those big long strakes on the underneath. Look at it. It craves rough water. And it's enjoying every bit of this.